having trouble with Storm Surge, not being able to get what they normally do. Let's see how they do here in day 2, making those adjustments.
No one's holding anything back. Stormy Red already going down. Tuz Kiriachi, they need consistent games. The reason they're inside the top 10 right now is they're really good on placement. Just like all these teams you see on your screen, they're lacking eliminations. Janice and Chapix doing their classic, what we saw yesterday. Low ground mountainous rotation. Every time they end up doing this, the zone plays for them. I'm not sure if this is like a type of rain dance, but they get every zone when they're in this position. They look good while doing it, and they end up clutching games.
We already saw who's at high holding it. It is Vidil's trio who've made those game plan movements that they were talking about, those adjustments. They said on social media, we have a plan. We saw yesterday they were kind of just pushing everything, getting in some scrums in mid-game, rotating late, but now they're early, and now they have prime position to get beams. So now they're changing up their box fighting mentality for Storm Surge, and they're just going to do it from a distance. Wow, I'm impressed.
And they came through yesterday with a crazy win in the first game as well. 12 total eliminations. Looked really good. Are these guys hot starters, though? Because after that, it was just mistake after mistake. They fell down the board, and they're in 16th place now. They used to be first on the day, and they ended at 16th.
If they could just chill out a bit, just don't use the NOS, don't use the the turbo, just kind of just ease off the gas just a little bit, coast, put that bad in close, and maybe they could just get on through. Because when they get to in game, they're dangerous. We have yet to see them perform in this tournament at in game.
Jason Forzi are Nate, similar type of circumstance. They just need to end up grabbing this game for themselves. I'll watch a lot of people rotating beside them. I'm still feeling a little bit of a survival vibe from this trio. They're not looking to be in a big spot to win the game currently, but at the same time, they have a max zone to rotate. So let's hold off on that for a second. Tayson getting tagged from the right side. There's even other trios rotating later than this. They have to move through a maze. They don't have a map. They're not sure what's going to be in front of them right here. It's going to be Wakey and Floki and Decipto setting a trap. Andalex uses the river and goes by fast. MXR one last Podicide. They're moving too. And right above them is Bad Sniper with Andretta as a solo player. Refsguard and Savage down. How did this happen? This is your first place team right now, cumulatively over the 7 games. I know it just says 7 points right there, but that's just for day 2. The first place team has 1 person left. If Andretta goes down, their team stops getting placement, they might drop out of first. All eyes are on Andretta for this end game, and there's so many people looking to take him out to try to grab the lead.
Andretta has to go back at the time machine. He finished 24th in the World Cup solos, so he could kind of dip into the past, pull that rabbit out of the hat. Maybe there's some magic here because his job is just all about getting placement as many points as possible before he gets lobbied.
Oh no, this is trouble. This is the 3rd time I'm watching this happen.
It happens.
This happens, CS.
It happens.
Throwing things close range, they're so lethal though. Look at Bubak's health just go down more and more. Now he's at 30, used to be at 100. He's going down to 20 as well. It's so hard to run away from those stinkfish, but once again, you use them in close range, they end up doing damage to you as well. This entire box, too, this complex of builds has so many top trios, and making sure your med kits up. These guys are going all in on their HP. They're looking to just take this end game by storm.
Oh, yeah, and the Storm has already moved away from all of our competition. The first moving has been revealed and is going back towards Dirty Docks. This is going to be a very dirty, a very dangerous rotation. And Thomas AC and Austin Flick, we said that day 2 is their day. Are they going to be able to seize it and have that pop-off game, Shio?
This is not only the most important day, but this has to be the most important game. The thing we've seen on EU, especially early, is people like to contest height. They like to interrupt Thomas, Flick, and Anas. But look how far this split goes. Thomas is back in an old zone a minute away. Anas and Flick are already all the way on the front side, building a new base. So these guys have real estate on all corners of the map. Janice, Hen, and Chapix, they're going down to on the backside of Storm. Man. This is absolutely ruthless. People have to make it up a mountain, go down a mountain. It's tough. The hill's in the way, and Chapix is the last person alive on this squad to make the rotate.
Chapix is usually the tarper. He could navigate these builds. He could do those layer switches. He could just hold on as much as possible, but he cannot just get any attention looking his way. Down at the ultimate low with only 25 HP. This is the defending champion here who had the momentum leaving from day 1, walking away with the victory royale. He's going to do all that he can. Now they're in the 2nd threshold of placement. But let's take an eye on high. Thomas AC, Anas, and Flick here, putting some pressure down below. They have the ammo. Look at the AR. They have all the options they can to put the pressure down on low ground.
Every player playing scared, but fear gets relieved as the zone actually bounces back. Everyone on middle and low ground, even the people getting struck by this purple lightning from Storm Surge, are safe and can breathe for the moment. Hype will have to work overtime to try to break these builds and go for shots. Look how tough it is. Brick builds everywhere. Metal.
Wow.
Vidil, no rally. They're surviving on low. They get to have a little bit of a break. Yeah, even Andretta's alive. The first place team has one player. He takes out Sun in mid-ground. Meanwhile, Thomas, Flick, and Anas are looking for anything right now. They only have 2 eliminations, Sancho. I've never seen them this, unaffected on the lobby. This is troublesome for them. They need to try to wrap up this game.
Yeah, but this is where they start cooking up there as they both get iRes and Indretta right there. This is where they start getting eliminations. When the lobby starts getting really tight and congested right now, the most important thing is their builds are so low. So they're going to have to get closer. Already they're setting up someone with the heals. Thomas HG is holding on to some medkits here. So he is going to be that heal up win condition. Anas and Flicker have to go down here. But look, Noah Riley and Badil and Reason are there on the low ground. And they're going to clean up the Slayer here. And they get Etsy. And they get Bad Sniper. Noah Riley and Badil and Reason are here in the end game, and they have the potential to pop off even more, baby!
Low ground scrappy, high ground free. There's so many different types of scenes we're seeing so far in this game. One trio in the middle. Flick falls down, big fall damage. Noah Riley in his box. He's in a pit of Vipers, and there's no chance he's going to survive. It's too venomous. Thomas HD and Anas have to do this as a duo. They've done it before, but at the same time, there's so many different players of high calibers down below.
With the zone going towards their backyard, this is going to be the game that could be the signature game that I was talking about in day one. They already almost had it, but Hen took that away from them. They're not going to let it go away here. Marvin with a phenomenal performance, the best performance they had today.
Now this is where zone starts to get so hard for the low ground trios. It's so tricky. Everything's kind of just getting claustrophobic. The walls are closing in. The zone's pushing people next to a big mountain. One last gets taken out. There's no harpoon here. Yes, Anas only has 7 builds, but it might be enough to last just 50 seconds. They have to connect to this build. They're beaming down its lasers from the sky, and not even a planet could survive this pressure.